and welcome to the half-term edition of Riseman Empire, where today we're going to be talking about the one automation that changes everything. Roll the music. Okay guys, so today we are talking about automation and how, when you're at the helm of your own business, how that you need to automate or you will basically wither and die. And that goes whether it's just you in a business, whether you've got a business partner, whether you've got a small team, that gets to a point where when you're trying to scale and thrive with a low number of people that are physically engaged in the business, automation or a computer or a system or processes need to take over to make sure that that consistency is delivered inside of your empire. Now, I was on our Facebook feed the other day, and some guy, some douchebag, had left this comment underneath the documentary. We get them from time to time, and I'm like, hey, you know what, it's like water off a duck's back to me. But anyway, the comment was something along the lines like this: oh, I've seen this all before, you just automate your marketing and then you get some subcontractors or freelancers to do the back end work. And I'm like, oh man, there are so many people out there that just don't get this thing. You see, automating your marketing and automating your sales process, yeah, that's good, but have you considered the possibility right now that if you just automate those things, you're completely fucked in the long run, because you have all these new people coming on board into a business, and a marketer or a salesperson be like, yeah, that's awesome, we're getting all these new leads and we're getting all these new sales. But the trouble is, if those leads and those sales don't get a consistent experience on the back end, whether we're selling products, whether we're selling services, then the business is toast, because they just leave and they go. Now that of course brings its trouble in its own self, because if we as one-man empires or small teams have got all these leads coming in, if we can't handle those inquiries properly or consistently, we have a problem. So today I want to talk about the one simple ninja automation that you need to start thinking about. You see, because I want you to consider the possibility right now that actually automating your marketing is the last thing you need to be doing. In fact, the first thing that you need to be doing, in my experience, is actually automating internal processes. Now what I mean by that is making sure that we have systems and processes that are automated, so that when a customer comes on board, so that when a lead comes on board, so that when you need to bill someone, so we need to take some money, those processes are automated so they happen like clockwork consistently. Because it's the consistency that an automation gives you in terms of the tasks that you need to do as part of your workflow, that actually gives you the real leverage in scale. Because if you can deliver a consistent experience, just like McDonald's do, you are on for a winner. Now the trouble is for most of us in this game, when it comes to delivering a consistent experience, it's fucking difficult. And the reason it's difficult is because when we're at the helm of the business, we are dealing with sales, we are dealing with marketing, even we've got a small team or a partner in the business. We've still got all this stuff going on. We're wearing so many hats that in order to make this experience consistent, it's damn near impossible. And that's where internal automations work like absolute gangbusters. So what I'm talking about here is leveraging the power of automated emails. But whereas normally in part of a process, as we talk about sales and marketing, those emails go out to a customer, instead those emails go out to internal members of the team. Now that could be an email notification that goes out to yourself, it could be an email notification that goes out to a business partner, it could be an email notification that goes out to a fulfillment house, it could be out to a freelancer or whatever it might be. So what that basically allows you to do on the back of an action that a customer or a lead or a prospect has taken, it allows you to automatically send little tasks or notifications to people to do. Now the great thing about that is, of course, rather than you having to remember to notify someone to do something you want to do, it happens automatically in the back end. So let me give you a quick example. So one of our internal automations, which works absolutely brilliantly, is when we bring a new member of our fellowship on board. So when someone signs up to our fellowship program, a little automation is triggered, and immediately, straight away, they get the regular welcome stuff that we send out to everyone. That goes direct to the customer. But internally, what happens here, we have a little notification that goes to our virtual assistant that says, you know what, this is super cool. We've just had a new customer on board, set this person up for their first 90-day session. Then there's another little notification that files them a task that says actually make sure that you also add it to the calendar, send them an invite. Then it says send them our thank you box that we welcome every people through. Then there's another notification that goes out and says in 30 days time we need to remind to do this. And then says another notification that goes out to remind to send them a text message before the meeting happens. And we have all these little automations that are basically a workflow or a process or a task or to-do list that get fired out at these strategic points that basically remind us to do shit. So what that allows us to do is it allows us to take that process, that onboarding process, and you can use this for billing, you can use this for shipping products, you can use it dispatching, but it basically puts this whole thing on autopilot in terms of making sure that each step as part of that workflow, as part of that journey, doesn't get missed because it's happened automatically and because everyone's been notified by the system. It is brilliant, because what happens is when you have these internal systems and these internal automations in place, you have complete and utter consistency. And of course, then if you are smart enough to automate the front-end marketing as well, we then have automated leads and customers coming in at the front end. When those people sign up and when they buy stuff, what that then means is once they're a customer on the back end, our internal process then happen automatically as well. So we can automatically do the billing with the accounts people, we can automatically do the onboarding, we can automatically do the welcome, and that automation is just sending little tasks and reminders to people in the team or third-party providers or designers or whatever it might be to actually get the stuff done that you need them to get done. Is absolutely genius. And today, my friend, I want to have you consider the possibility that this is where you can get the most leverage and the most traction, and actually make sure that you can get the most consistency in your business. So that is me for today, talking about, oh my goodness, the crazy people that are driving around in 5 o'clock in Lichfield is unbelievable. So that is me today, having you think about the things that you could automate internally in your business. What are the processes that you are currently doing with your leads, with your prospects, with your customers that you have to do, that you have to get someone else to do? Let's today think about how we can systemize, how we can automate that process so those tasks automatically get assigned to that person when certain things happen. We can set delays, we can set timers on it so that every single customer gets the exact same experience as they are going through. This is brilliant. If you run projects in any way, shape or form, this is going to be absolutely amazing for you. If you sell products online, this is going to turn things around. If you offer services to people, again, this just gives complete and utter consistency. And what that basically means in the long term is us as human beings, we thrive on consistency. So it means customers stick around for longer, it means people buy more stuff, and it means you have less complaints and inquiries because everyone is super happy because they all know what's going on. It is brilliant. So guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you're having an awesome half term if you're off enjoying that with the family this week, and I will see you very shortly on the next rise of an empire. Until next time, guys.